to the weekly weather briefing from the National Weather Service in Spokane, Washington for Monday, April 17th, 2017. Before we talk about the forecast, here are some rainfall reports for today, which is Monday, from across the inland Northwest as of early this afternoon. So far today, the most significant rain amounts occurred over the central Idaho Panhandle and in far eastern Washington around the Spokane area, where a third to as much as a half an inch of rain fell this morning. The weather pattern will be active again this week. Tuesday will feature showers and widely scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon. Wednesday will be a dry day, followed by widespread rain Wednesday night into Thursday. Another dry day is expected Friday before showery weather returns, mainly for the mountains over the weekend. We will focus on the weather for Tuesday and Thursday primarily during this briefing. Since our mudslide and landslide threat is high, the possibility of precipitation on these days is our primary concern this week. Rain Monday night into Tuesday will be spotty and showery. This graphic is a general forecast of expected precipitation. However, the showery nature of our precipitation will lead to a good deal of variability. Some showers and thunderstorms Thursday afternoon will have the potential to produce a quick tenth to quarter of an inch of rainfall very quickly. This graphic shows the potential for thunderstorms Tuesday afternoon and evening. The best chance for thunderstorms will be over counties along the Washington and Idaho border. At this time, the main threats for thunderstorms appear to be brief heavy downpours, the possibility of gusty winds, and some small hail or graupel. A slower moving system Thursday has the potential to produce more widespread rain. North Cascades and the Idaho Panhandle could get a quick quarter to half inch of rain. Forecast confidence for these amounts is very low at this time. Amounts will depend on the track and the speed of this system. If Thursday's system comes in slower than anticipated, we may need to significantly increase the rain amounts on this graphic. Landslides and minor field flooding will be our primary concerns with any additional rainfall this week. Our soil is very wet from recent rains. Areas with steep slopes have been prone to sliding the last few weeks, and the threat will persist until we are able to have a couple weeks of drier weather. Why has 2017 had so many mudslides? There are several reasons for this. First, February and March were very wet. The dark green shading on this map shows areas that experienced the wettest February and March period on record. The second tier of green signifies a top 10% of wet periods on record. All of this precipitation occurred during a time frame when the inland Northwest melted a large amount of low elevation snowpack. All of this runoff created flooding and very wet soil conditions. Not only was February and March wet, but our entire fall and winter was wetter than average. The record rains in October raised our water table prior to the winter. The rains we received in the spring had nowhere to go since the water table was so high. We are losing our snowpack at an average rate this spring. This is good news for the prospect of additional river flooding this spring. If we can avoid a prolonged period of very warm weather in late April or May, snowpack should continue to decrease gradually without big river flooding. The 8 to 14 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center calls for below average temperatures and above average precipitation for the April 25th through May 1st time frame. The cooler than average temperatures are good news as far as river flooding is concerned. However, the above average precipitation is bad news for rock and mudslides. Our region really needs a prolonged period of dry weather without getting too warm too fast to reduce our landslide threat and keep our rivers from flooding. On Tuesday, April 18th, our webpage will have a new look. This redesign will apply to all National Weather Service offices in the western United States. You should be able to access all the same weather information you have in the past, but the menus will be a little different. Unfortunately, if you have bookmarked a particular NWS page, you will have to reset these bookmarks. The point-and-click forecast will operate the same as it has in the past. Text products like forecast discussions, forecast graphs, and public information statements will be available from a pull-down menu. And popular products and information will have an icon near the bottom of the page for you to access that info. As always, you can stay up to date with the latest forecast at weather.gov/Spokane or on social media sites. Thank you and have a great week.